All right. Woo! I remembered to turn on the recording, so this is fantastic. Okay, here we go. So a little quick overview of what we're doing today. I'm sure all of you have your materials and you're ready for some practice problems. Um, Participation, make sure you try every single problem and type your answer into the chat, or sometimes I might ask for it verbally. Either way, yes, just participate. And then we are going to talk about examples of math in real life. We've got some kids presenting some examples. And then we'll also practice and play some games with multiplication and division fact families. We'll do a little dividend, divisor, and quotient vocabulary review. Hi, Vero. She showed up. And we will do some subtraction with the inverse operation. And then if we have time, we might do some more estimation using. So pretty cool stuff. All right, let's back up. Okay, first things first. Let's see. Hold on just a second. There we go. Let's see if somebody raise their hand and share an example of math that you came across this last week in real life.
Mom,
Something
Mom,
that happened.
let me share my webcam.
Okay, Ryder, go ahead and share for us.
I went to the store and I had $14.
Okay.
And something cost $3.
Yep.
So I just minused $3 out of my 14.
Yep.
And so I knew that I got enough money. So
Good. So I'm going to use a math term. So you found the difference. When you do a subtraction problem, the vocabulary that you should use is difference. Very good. Any other examples of math in real life? I'll share one with you. It's not a very happy example, but I think we're working to make it correct right now. Today was payday, and my paycheck was wrong. Oh. So I figured out the difference of what I was paid and what is still owed to me. That's an example of math in real life. Not a very happy example, but it's an example. Jaden.
This guy came over like 2 days ago, and like he's gonna like measure our grass.
Oh, there you go.
That's math.
Yes, it is. So was he was he just looking at how much grass he was going to have to fertilize, or like measuring it like your yard?
He's gonna just measure it.
Okay, yeah.
He's redoing it.
Oh, yes, good.
Because it's Einstein's wheel.
Good. See, there's examples of math everywhere you look. And Vero, if you could turn on your webcam, that would be even easier to see you. And then, I can see you raise your hand and that kind of thing. Tyler, did you come across any examples of math in real life? No, you didn't know? Well, here's a really simple example. The weather is changing. And so when you are calculating the highs and low temperature every day, not only do you have to dress differently, but immediately that's a math problem. You can figure out the difference in temperature. It's been really super hot. It's about to change. So that's another example. I want you guys to, think of those as you come across them in real life. All right, but we are moving on. Students presenting. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's just take volunteers to start with. A volunteer to share a problem that you had in your math work from last week. See some kiddos looking. And I was just bragging to the other grades that my fourth grade class is the one who participates and shares the most. So, yes, Tyler, go ahead.
Explain.
My daddy raced them all.
What was that? I'm sorry, Tyler.
My daddy raced them all.
Oh, he erased them all. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Do you remember maybe anything off the top of your head?
Yeah, let's see if I can see the indent.
Hi, Will, by the
No.
way.
No. I
No,
can't.
okay. Jaden, do you want to share your multiplication pattern that you came up with?
Okay, so 4 times 2 equals 8. 2
Yep.
times 4 equals 8. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. 8 divided by 2 equals 4.
That's right. Sorry, my pin's not beautiful, but
You might go.
check this out. This is a great example of a fact family. You have your basic multiplication fact, like 4 times 2. Well, if you do 2 times 4, you get the same answer. So these numbers are all in a family. But then you also have division that works the same way. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4, and 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So you can see that these are inverse operations. Multiplication and division are inverse operations. Just like addition and subtraction are inverse operations. So you can see that if you worked backwards, like if this said 4 times 2, it would equal 8. But we have 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So these are all in a family together. Fact family. Okay. And that's all right, Vero. You're just going to have to chat me your responses if your webcam isn't going to turn on. Okay? All right. And that's fine. You could try to log on and log back off. That's cool. Okay. Any other new examples that we had from last week's work? Jaden, you have another one? You could share too.
Keywords?
Okay. So, are you talking about your division vocabulary? Things like divisor and dividend and quotient?
Yeah.
Yes, good. I'm glad you brought those up because we actually have a game that we're going to play that's going to review divisor, dividend, and quotient. When you see these 3 words, you know right away that you're working with a division problem. So we'll show some more examples of that. Let's get to our first game. Fact family, multiplication and division. So that example that Jaden just shared with us was an example. We have more that we're going to do together. I'll do the first one for you so that you can kind of see how this program works. Okay, there we go. So notice they give me a 2, a 1, and a 2. They give me a multiplication sign, a division sign, and an equal sign. So I need to make sentences, okay? So let's see, I'm looking, and this is a really simple one. I'm gonna try 2. All right, why are we not working? Why are we not dragging? Oh, maybe I have to type it in. No! No, this worked last night. Come on.
You hear me?
I know. Click the buttons and make the fact family. That's what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Times 1
There.
equals 2.
Okay, that's a super simple example, but let's try another one.
Times 2 equals 2.
Okay, so that's the multiplication side of it. Now let's do the division.
2 divided by 1 equals
What does it equal, guys? Type it into your chat. What number do you want me to click on? 2 divided by 1 equals... Go ahead and type it into your chat. Okay, I saw one answer at least.
2.
Okay. Ooh.
2. Divided by 2. Equals
Okay, type that answer in. 1. Good. All right, let's check our work. Yay! All right, hopefully they'll give us a more difficult one. So I'm going to let you guys help me with all of them now. Okay, so the numbers they gave us are 2. Oh, wow, this is the one that Jaden just showed us. Huh, all right. Well, this will go really fast then. Okay, fact number 1, 2 times 4 equals 8. Perfect. Fact number 2, 4 times, I'm going to go fast on this one, equals 8. Okay, now the inverse operation is division.
divided by 4 equals
Everyone, hold up your fingers so I could see you. Good.
2.
Okay.
8 divided by 2 equals
Hold up your fingers. Okay. Hopefully they'll give us one that Jaden hadn't
4.
already shared. Yay! Okay. Oh, wow, this one's really easy. 1, a 6, and a 6. Okay, so I'll just start here.
1 times 6 equals
Everyone? Good,
6.
into the chat. Perfect.
6 times 1 equals
6. Good. All right. Now, to complete the fact family, I have to do the division.
divided by 1 equals
What's 6 divided by 1? 6. Hi, Vero. We
6.
can see you now. That's great. Perfect. Okay.
6 divided by 6
Uh-oh, what's 6 divided by 6?
equals
1.
1.
Oh, this is way too easy for you guys. You guys have got this down. Fact families, I think you guys are rock stars. Hey, Vero, I don't want to put you on the spot, but did you remember to bring an example of math in real life that you came up with from last week? Turn your microphone on.
For subtraction?
Oh, well, yeah, you had your subtraction problem to share, but then did you think of anything math in real life? Just want to go back to that, give you an example, or give you a chance.
I went grocery shopping.
Okay. And what did you do? Did you add up things? What did you do? Did you try to figure out if you had enough money?
Yes.
Okay, so all of the above. Perfect. Okay, so Vero, this is a good segue into another skill that we need to practice. Did you come with a subtraction with regrouping problem to share?
Yes, I did. I have
Okay.
it right now.
Perfect. Go ahead and tell me what it is, and I'll write it down for you.
3,000
Okay. Oh, 3,000. All right.
minus 1,532.
Whew. Yeah, that's a lot of regrouping that you're going to have to do. So let's give the other students just you know, 30 seconds or so to try to figure this out, and then you could talk us through it.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, guys. Here's your subtraction with regrouping. And type it into the chat when you get a reply or an answer. Okay, we got one answer that came through. So Will and Tyler and Ryder, we're still working. Not Tyler, sorry. Got your answer. Jaden. Okay, got Ryder's answer. Just a few more seconds. I'm going to let Vero start talking us through this, and you guys finish up your work, Will and Jaden. Okay, Vero, what's the first step that I need to do?
Okay, so we can't subtract 0 from 2,
Right.
or 0 from 3, or 0 from 5.
Right.
So we cross the 3 out and turn that into a 2.
Okay.
And then we cross the 0 out and turn it into a 9.
Good.
Cross this out and turn it into a 9.
Okay.
And then we cross this out and turn it into a 10.
Okay. Or I'll just add a 1 there. And now we could do the problem. So, Vero, what's 10 minus 2?
8.
Good. And 9 minus 3?
6.
Perfect. 9 minus 5?
4.
Good. And then 2 minus 1?
1.
That's a perfect example. Now, what if I didn't know if I was correct? How could I check my work?
By adding 1,532 and 1,468.
That's right, doing the inverse operation. So, by taking these two numbers and adding them up, if I got something other than 3,000, I would know that I made a mistake somewhere, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a great example. Thank you for that. Let's do a few more.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay. Ooh, wow, subtracting all the way into the millions. That's kind of, well, I think we could do it. We'll try it. Oh, it's saying I met my math limit for today. Okay, well, whatever. We will just make up problems then. That's fine. All right, let's try. How about 1,278 minus 549? Okay, you're going to have to regroup on this problem. Go for it. Okay, got one answer sent to me. Okay, I got a couple different answers. That's interesting. For those of you who sent your answer, check your work because one of you is wrong. Okay. Okay, good, good. All right, looks like I got most people's answers. Um, Jaden, why don't you talk us through this one? So turn on your microphone. And
All right,
I have
so
8 minus 9. I can't do
you
that.
can't
So,
subtract. You can't. Yeah, so you have to borrow from the 7 to make it a 6.
okay,
Then make that into an 18.
okay.
9. The answer is the answer is 9 in that type of thing.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
So, well, yeah, 18
6
minus
plus
9 is
4.
9. Uh-huh.
Okay, so 6 minus 4, 2.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Right.
So cross that out and make it a 0. Make that 12.
Good.
So there's 5. You know that has 2 in it, so you subtract 2 from so you subtract 2 from 12,
Uh-huh.
and then you have 3 left to subtract. Then 7. It's 7.
Right. Right. Yes. 12 minus 5 is 7. And he actually made it a little easier when I was listening to him. He wanted to make it a 10 first because working with tens is easiest. So if you guys were wondering what he did there, he subtracted 2 and he made it a 10, and then he subtracted 3 more to get 7. Okay?
I know what syllabus.
All right, so let's try another one. We had a couple, oops, sorry about that. We had a couple different replies on that. So I'm going to give you a little word problem. Vero runs a bakery, and her workers had 570 blueberry muffins this morning. But they also baked a few more muffins this afternoon. So in total, there are 994 muffins that these people baked. How many? So this was the morning. How many pies did they bake in the afternoon? This is total. It's kind of a silly example. Oh. But fun nevertheless. Okay, got one person's reply. So if you haven't done so already, you should have set up your problem like this. Okay, I got another person's reply. Waiting on a few more people. Okay, got a couple different answers. That's interesting. All right, so let's go through this. Who wants to talk us through it? How about Ryder? We haven't heard him. Ryder, what's 4 minus 0?
4 minus 0 is 4.
Okay. What's 9 minus 7?
2.
And 9 minus 5?
4.
Okay, so in the afternoon, Vero's workers baked 424 muffins. So what's the inverse operation? It would be to add 570 plus 424. And if you did not get 994, you should know that your answer was not correct. Yes, Tyler.
I clicked the wrong key on accident.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. Let's try another one because we had lots of different answers on that particular problem. Let's see. Let's do another word problem. I got to come up with better examples. All right. So we have. Oh, I wanted to do subtraction. Sorry, I'm clicking around on this other site right now trying to find some good examples. Here we go. Cornelio. That's a funny name. Cornelio is writing a report on the fishing industry. He found that last year one company caught 9,472 fish in the Atlantic Ocean, and they caught 8,787 in the Pacific Ocean. How many more did they catch in the Pacific Ocean? So what is the difference? You're going to have to rewrite the problem. I'm sorry, they caught more in the Atlantic Ocean. Ah. Okay, a couple more minutes. Let's see if I can erase. Yay! All right. Perfect. So how many more did they catch in the Atlantic Ocean? Sorry. Okay, got one answer. And Tyler, okay, some people are finishing up. Good. I want you to check with the inverse operation. Okay, got another answer. All right. Let's have Will turn on your microphone and talk us through this problem. How many more did they catch in the Atlantic Ocean than the Pacific Ocean?
My answer was, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Will.
Okay, my answer was 685.
And I like your answer. Can you tell me what to do?
Yes, so 2 minus 7 you can't do.
Right.
So cross out the 7, make it a 6,
Okay.
make the 2 a 12.
Okay.
And then 12 minus 7 equals 5.
Good. Ooh.
And then cross out the 4,
Yep.
make it a 3.
Okay.
Make the 16, 6 is 16.
Good.
And then 16 minus 8 equals 8.
Good.
And then cross out the 9, make it an 8.
Yep.
And then add the 1 to the 3.
Yep, so it's now 13 minus 7.
Equals 6.
That's right. So they caught 685 more fish in the Atlantic Ocean. Perfect. All right, guys, we are going to switch gears a little bit and practice some of our vocabulary. You had some new vocabulary this last week. Well, it might not be new to you, but it was new at least in your lessons. You had dividend and divisor and quotient, And well, this game is definitely going to review those words, but what's kind of cool about it is you might even learn a couple new ones. So here we go. Here we go, division, wordorama.
Test your skill, feel the drama. It's time to play Wordorama. Welcome to another round of everybody's favorite wild, weird, wacky word game show. Are you ready to play?
Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to play.
Press play to start.
Okay. So, what we have to do is read the clue in the gray box and then choose the best answer.
Let's begin. Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Okay, so you're going to have to do it into the chat. Division is considered the blank of multiplication. Ooh, I got one answer.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Woo! Okay, most of you are saying inverse. Yay! Okay, Will, you were first, so give yourself 20 points.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Division can be represented by yes. Good. Got another answer. Which one makes
Read the
sense?
sentence and choose the word that fits.
Okay. And that's okay. I will show. Sorry, that's kind of loud, but I will show you an example of a division problem that looks like a fraction here in a minute. So you'll understand that division can be represented by fractions. Okay. All right, let's turn the sound back on.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
The second term in a division problem is called a second word in a division problem.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Good, Vero, good. Good, Ryder. Okay, most of you are saying divisor. That's correct.
Yes. Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
The idea of blank is used in division.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Woo! Tyler, what do you think?
I already sent mine.
Oh, you did? Okay. Grouping. Good. Okay, so that's another one we could talk about.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Blank division uses multiplying, subtracting, and comparing. Okay, so you have to do lots of steps in this type of division. Yes, good.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
The first term in a division problem is the... If the second term is a divisor, the first term is a... dividend. That's right. Most of you got that.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Another way to represent division is by using a fraction. That's tough. But most of you are saying bar. That's right. That's good. Okay, got a couple more.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Oh, boy. You probably haven't had this one yet, but the blank for division is called an obulus or obulus. So it's the symbol. It's that thing that shows division. I'll talk about that in a second.
Bingo!
Yeah, symbol. Two more.
Read the sentence and choose the word that fits.
Division is a blank operation. Now this one's easy. Okay, got one answer. Good.
Read the antonym and choose the word that matches.
Okay, antonym. Pick the antonym. Okay. Let's see. Well, what's the word? I don't see the word, so I'm not sure what the antonym is. Oh, I guessed correctly. All right.
Points for you.
Yay! All right, that was fun. Okay, that last one, I didn't see the antonym, so I don't know. Okay, let's talk about a couple of those that maybe we got incorrect. For the most part, though, we did really good. Okay, so this is a little bit beyond fourth grade, but you notice that it said division can be represented as a fraction. Fractions are actually division problems. One day you'll learn about how to turn this into a division problem, and you'll actually just memorize things that are, 3/4 is the same as saying 0.75. It's the same thing as saying 75%. That's actually a little bit beyond fourth grade, but just kind of keep that in mind, that one day you'll turn fractions into much different problems. I'll show you what it'll look like. You'll put the 3 underneath the house. You'll put the 4 outside the house. You'll have to add a decimal and some zeros, or you wouldn't be able to do the problem, right? Because 4 can't go into 3 evenly. So one day, you'll do the actual division problem, and you'll see that fractions are division problems as well. So that was one thing that might have been kind of confusing for you. Division, and there was the word grouping that came up. There we go. Grouping is definitely something you do in division. So I'm going to give you a much more fourth grade like example. If I have 15 crayons and I want to group them into groups of 5, that is division, right? So each group of 5 would have 3 crayons. So division is the act of actually grouping. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's look for another thing that, oh, yeah, the symbol for division, the obulus, that's what that's called. So you might have learned a little bit of new vocabulary today with the division sign is called an obulus. And I think that was it for the things that might have been somewhat tricky on that particular game. But let's see. We are done basically with everything that we said we were going to accomplish today. So I have a couple of announcements for you. Let's go just down here to the bottom. Next week, there are no VCs. The reason is because we have a teacher in-service day all day on Monday, and then we have meetings all day on Wednesday, and it's considered a shorter week next week. However, raise your hand if you got the email that I sent out last night that talks about the October count date and turning in an assignment every day next week.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so at least somebody has checked their email and figured that out. Next week is kind of a weird week. You don't want to be counted absent next week. So there's something you need to do every single day. Every day next week, you must submit at least one thing. So it can be a little Lincoln assignment. Let's say you have a scan it page, in math or something, or you have something to make up, like maybe you haven't scanned in a science page from this week. You have to turn in at least something every single day. And you also, I'll show you, I don't have this open to you guys yet, but I will open it later on, what your week 6 next week will look like. And I'll give you a couple more examples of assignments that you can turn in every day. Okay, so this probably looks weird to you guys, but just bear with me. Okay, so scrolling down, I'm going to go to week 6, which is next week. Okay, there we go. And they're grayed out right now, but they won't be for much longer. Notice that you have your monthly Dear form to do, and you have a poetry assignment to do next week. You have a little bit less work in Little Lincoln. You do have some. So, and you also have your stage 1 of creating your e-portfolio. So right there, that's 3 days. You could do one thing on Monday, you could do one thing on Tuesday, and you could do one thing on Wednesday, and you've already taken care of 3 days next week. And then let's say on Thursday and Friday, you turn in a couple of your scan-its. Okay, so just make sure you do something every day next week. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Yay, okay, good. Because I don't want to have to, and I will, call you and say, turn in something, because you have to be counted next week. It's super important. So, all right, guys, it has been a blast. I will see you.
Mrs. Bruns?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think of your question, you can email me later. Ryder, do you have a question?
My Cherry.